families and Hispanic families and just about everybody. It's killing people. They can't buy groceries anymore. They can't. You look at the cost of food where it's doubled and tripled and quadrupled. They can't live. They're not living anymore. He caused this inflation. I gave him a country with essentially no inflation. It was perfect. It was so good. All he had to do is leave it alone. He destroyed it with his Green New scam and all this money that's being thrown out the window. He caused inflation. As sure as you're sitting there, the fact is that his big kill on the black people is the millions of people that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs, and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet, but you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
Thank you. President Biden?
There was no inflation when I became president. You know why? The economy was flat on its back. 15% unemployment. He decimated the economy, absolutely decimated the economy. That's why there was no inflation at the time. There were no jobs. We provided thousands of millions of jobs for individuals who are in all communities, including minority communities. We made sure that they have health insurance. We have covered, if the ACA has increased, I made sure that they're $8,000 per person in a family to get written off for health care. But this guy wants to eliminate that. They've tried 50 times. He wants to get rid of the ACA again, and they're going to try again if they win. We find ourselves in a position where the idea that we're not doing any, we put more police on the street than any administration has. He wants to cut the cops. We're providing for equity and making sure people have a shot to make it. There's a lot going on, but in inflation, he caused it by his tremendous malfeasance in the way he handled the pandemic.
When he talks about a convicted felon, his son is a convicted felon at a very high level. His son is convicted, going to be convicted probably numerous other times. Should have been convicted before, but his Justice Department let the statute of limitations lapse on the most important thing.
What a fucking joke. I want to say shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor was due to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashir Makapadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Knows in this gospel, bro, looking at the standard of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Man, I was watching clips of this presidential debate, which is, it's all a joke. It's really a joke, man. And it's to the point that if anybody really still believe this shit show, then you really are completely lost inside the matrix, man. Okay, this has been one of the most laughable presidential debates that I've ever come across. And honestly speaking, I didn't even watch it, but just watching these particular clips and stuff like that, it just lets me know through the spirit that America is done. And you got the balance or the life of this country, which this society is through anyway. But according to these people, mainly you Edomites and you Jakes, predominantly the life of your country lies in the balance of this new presidential selection that's said to be gearing up in November. Now, who knows if we really have one or not? We don't know, because this ain't really looking too good. I don't see how people can take either party serious, because they ain't doing nothing but blowing smoke up each other's ass, and they're laughing at you people at the end of the day, because they know that you simple ass Jakes, our people, really buy and invest into this bullshit. Okay, for one thing, and I agree with Trump. Trump said that when he had the economy, things were pretty much decent. And I will say this, the pandemic pretty much caused things to spiral out of control. But even prior to that, the American economy was still collapsing, because we was in what they call a bear market in real estate. And also you had a retail apocalypse, because remember, since like 2014, 2015, a lot of these major box corporations closed down, like Sears, Payless Shoe Stores, Kmart's. A lot of these people have been pretty much bought out by these corporations. So you've already had America that was in the middle of a retail apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? But ever since Biden got into office, then sending money to Ukraine, these different bailouts, these bank runs, sending money to Israel. That pretty much didn't try to take this motherfucker off life support, you know, without truly revitalizing this society. But it's a done deal, you know, because I mean, shit, America's still going to be destroyed. Okay, clearly Biden is not eligible to run the country. And this guy Trump, I mean, shit, honestly speaking, Esau is not eligible to rule, period. Okay, and that's the thing. We want a world without Edomite dominance. And we're coming into that world because right now we're witnessing the end of America, and we're witnessing the fall of the so-called white man's kingdom. And this is why you have all this confusion. You know, like in other countries and stuff like that, they look at these presidential debates and it's like a joke. Like, just imagine what the Russians were thinking and what the Koreans and the Chinese. They were literally sitting back and watching and laughing because this place has become a laughing stock. And the only people that buy into this propaganda is you stupid ass niggas and you stupid ass Edomites, man. You stupid ass crackers. You buy into this shit because you got the average redneck, six-pack Joe, buzz-cut Edomite cracker that really believes that Donald Trump is gonna make America great again, and Trump ain't gonna make shit great. Him nor this Muppet-minded demon at the bottom, this pedophile here. And we really want to focus on you Jakes, because you Jakes are the worst of all. Because I mean, this is Esau Edom, so you can expect him to buy into something. You can expect him to buy into his kingdom, but you Jakes, on the other hand, 84% of Jakes voted for this guy Biden back in 2020. And look where it's gotten, Jake. Democrat cities, which suffers the worst, have been overrun by migrants, crime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all types of crime is going on in these major cities. Like you go to California, or you go to Oakland, which is in Cali, or you go to LA, it's like literally a third world country out there. You know, New York, shit, it's to the point now that they like, look, we need to clean New York up and send some of these people back down to Texas or across the borders because they're fucking up the city. But your president allowed them to come over here, you know, and honestly speaking, Trump said 19, 20 million. It's more like 55, 60 million migrants over here. And they've been coming across the border for decades. Okay, it ain't been this ain't just happening one no. They've been coming across here. Okay, ever since Obama's bitch ass, and even before that, allowed that border migration shit to take place. You know, but this is a joke, and any of you niggas that really still buy into this, then that's your fucking problem. You know, they say that Trump has lost. No, they said that Biden has lost, I believe, like 34% or something like that on black votes. But even then, 80% voted for him. Let's just say if he lost 30%, he's still a 50, almost 60-some% chance of Jake voting for him, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Old black women, okay, and single mothers and homosexuals, they gonna vote for this guy Joe Biden. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I've been told, hey, well, we gotta vote for the lesser evils. You know, like, hey, I'm gonna do this one day. I'm gonna just call my mother and them. I'm like, hey, y'all, who y'all voting for? And guess what they gonna say? They gonna say Biden. Out of all the allegations that came on this man, the fact that his own daughter have sexual allegations against him, his son is a convicted fucking his son is a fucking crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what types of madness is on that man's laptop. And the list goes on, and you can point these things out to Jake, but Jake, they don't see it. Or even if you point these things out, it goes in one ear out the next, man. Okay, as long as a nigga can get an extra $50 in food stamps or an extra $25 in child support, they don't care, as long as it serves their benefit. And this is why you niggas are gonna die, all right? This is a joke, and anybody that really, this is a fucking joke. This is laughable. If you brothers want to have a good laugh, watch this presidential debate. It's crazy because this guy at the bottom, Biden, he just ain't got it, man. You know, he ain't got it in Trump. Neither one of these guys are fit or eligible for anything. And the news flash to you Edomites, you white people, Trump was not sent by the Trump is not sent by the Most High, okay, in a righteous sense. Now, on the left-hand side, he's set up, but Trump has not been set up through the righteous aspect of who you call God to bring restoration back to America, okay? The Most High is going to destroy America because this is his judgment, okay? The Lord has not forgiven this place of the atrocities and the injustices that is done to his people. So all that shit y'all talk, oh, well, Trump is sent by God. The Most High ain't dealing with no goddamn Donald Trump. Okay, the Most High is not dealing with no goddamn America. The Most High is going to destroy Babylon the Great, aka with America. I don't give a fuck how much repenting you do, how many oaths you take, Trump, God. No, the Most High is going to destroy this bitch. And what you damn devils are witnessing is the downfall of your kingdom. Let it go. All right. So anyway, let's go to Deuteronomy 17, because this is really focusing on our people. Okay, so this is the book of Deuteronomy 17 and 14. It says, and when thou art come up into the land which the Lord Yahweh giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are around about me. Because right, those other you had the other nations, they had kings, you know, they had rulers set up over them, and Israel wanted like the same sentiment. This is why Moses was considered like really the first king over Israel, okay, which was Moses, okay, because the Most High chose Moses to lead the children of Israel through the wilderness into the promised land. But that didn't go according to plan, because Jake was going off and scoffing for 40 years. But it says, and thou shalt anywise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power should choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. Okay, so this is what Jake messed up at. Jake go down to these particular podiums, and they go and they vote for either Donald Trump or this guy, what's his nigga's name, Biden, which I was reading that it's possibly that Kamala may have to step in for Biden because he's not mentally competent to continue to go on, which that's been, I mean, this man ain't been competent to win the first selection or to be selected the first time. But we know this is all through the elites. You know, they're pulling the puzzle pieces here, or the punches here. But allegedly, Kamala is supposed to be the one that's going to take over, which, you know, we have to wait and see. But even then, that's not going to look too good, because, I mean, I may have seen her maybe 4 or 5 times, a handful of times since she's become vice president. You know, for a woman to be for her to be a vice president of a corporation, she sure don't really have a lot of say so, or she's not really present. You know, what can she say? Oh yeah, she smoked weed in 12th grade and listened to Tupac. I guess it's gonna win a black vote. You know, and they throwing this LGBTQ shit in your face every goddamn minute. I mean, I guess that's supposed to get her over the hump. But regardless of it, it's not looking too good for this presidential selection. You know, whether they have one or not, time would tell, you know. But me personally, there may not be no election. I don't know. You know, something may happen before then, because clearly they don't want this guy Trump back in there. And even if Trump does get reselected, he's going to change his stance, because he's going to have to push the MOTB. And you better believe they're going to World War III. Okay, the damage has been done. But anyway, it says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power should choose. So you're supposed to deal among your people. You know, Jake is not supposed to be voting for the heathen, because the scriptures say, envy not the oppression, choose none of his ways. You got Jake that will blatantly put a pedophile in office, even if they know. And Jake, you know, the information is coming out. People have been exposing this guy Biden in his administration for the last 4 years, even prior to that, and the nigga turned a blind eye to it. You know, if Jake don't see it on CNN or NBC Nightly News, and they ain't gonna believe it. Oh, that's YouTube. Oh, you got that from a different source. They didn't say that on Fox 32 News, baby. Fox 32 News is misinformation. If anything, that's disinformation. But this is what I'm saying. Our people are in a deluded state of mind. This is why when shit happens to them, hey, the Most High is like, well, hey, I've told you. But it says, for one among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. And Jake, they don't listen to the scriptures, because for one thing, they don't identify themselves with being the children of the Most High. You know, Jake they never seen to connect the gap between them being the Israelites and who they are today. They don't seem to have the spiritual connection of that. Even if they have heard it, they don't believe it because they don't care to. Okay, as long as they can be Christians and live their life in lawlessness, to do whatever the hell they want to do and continue to get a free ride, that's all Jake care about, man. Okay. Habakkuk 2, and I'm gonna start at verses 16. Matter of fact, let's start at 16. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Shame, right? Because I mean, this is the president of the United States corporation, right? Because it's really a corporation. It's not a country. This is a corporation. But you got this guy on the bottom here. His son has been literally caught dealing or smoking, or he's a drug addict. He's on crack. You know what I'm saying? All types of scandals against him. Names on biolabs in foreign countries. I mean, the list goes on. That this guy Hunter Biden has been caught up in all these scandals, and Biden as well, Joe Biden as well. Like I said, his own daughter got sexual allegations against him. Said she used to have to take showers late at night when this man is passed out sleep because he literally would come in the bathroom and shower with his fucking daughter. And this is the people who you won over your goddamn society, over your neighborhoods, and you wonder why fucking trannies and all these people can come use or can share bathrooms with your kids, man. You wonder why they got a drag hour at fucking elementary schools, kindergarten, first, second, third grade, fourth grades. Got drags and shit telling your kids bedtime stories, and you supposed to accept it. That diversity shit. You got sexy reds out. You got little 5-year-old girls talking about some ski. This is all the dealings of a wicked rulership. And Jake sees these things, and they still continue to opt into it. That's why it says here, thou art filled with shameful glory. Yeah, because the other nations are looking at this place like, what a joke. Okay, the American empire, the Western empire, you eat them. It's a joke, man. Okay, it is a fucking joke. And anybody that can't see it, then hey, joke's on you. We warned you, man. Told Jake to quit investing in the society. It's time to divest. But Jake, they don't want to divest from the society and invest in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because they don't see no immediate benefit or remedy to that pain when serving the Lord, when the Lord put us here as a punishment. And it says here, drink thou also and let thy foreskins be uncovered. It says, for the cup of the Lord's right hand should be turned unto thee, and shameful spirits should be upon thy glory. This is why they start taking down a lot of those Confederate statues, those slave statues of those slavers. Because I remember one person bought it out. I forgot what kind. I think it was like for some place from Europe. He said, only thing you Americans got the glory in is your fucking Confederate statues and your slave labor, man. He said, that's the only thing you got to glory in, because America was built on slaves, on the back of slaves. Okay, from the financial institutions, you know, which deals with insurance, from fucking the court systems or the judicial systems, you know, your law enforcement, everything was built on the back of slaves, and it's all gearing to oppression, man. Okay, that's why it says, and shameful spirits should be upon thy glory. So this presidential selection, this shit is a joke, man. Both of these men, neither one of them are sent by the Most High. Both of them are going to be destroyed, and both of them are going to be slaves. But I will admit, with a lot of things Trump said, Trump did make a lot of excellent points about the way that the society is being ran. And honestly speaking, Americans had more money in their pockets when DJ was in office. Okay, you still had Taco Tuesday for $1. You know, but when this guy gets in office, of course they're gonna throw the book at each other. Well, I inherit all of that. Well, for one thing, the scandemic came, I believe, the last year of Trump's presidency. And then he gave it over to this guy Biden, and Biden just totally just destroyed everything. You know, which we tell you that Democrats, they believe in a slow kill. You know, they'll kill you over a course of time, versus the Republicans, they'll just cut your throat right on the spot. You know, the Democrats, they come in that more pacifist spirit, you know, like they're trying to help and support the people, but really they're killing you. And really the Democrat Party is really set up to target you Jakes. This is why it's no coincidence that most black women vote Democrat, because being a Democrat, it appeases to the flesh, you know, benefits and Social Security, child support, you know, women's rights, all that bullshit. It comes along with that, not knowing that that's a recipe for disaster. And Jake is finding out, man, but it's too late now, because the Most High is getting ready to really close the curtains on this goddamn place. And finally, all right, Isaiah 47:1, it says, come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which virgin daughter of Babylon is talking about America. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, right? It says sit on the ground. Okay, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be brought down, and you're being brought down systematically, morally, spiritually shit. You never had any type of righteous spirituality about you. Like they say America was born on Christian principles. That's a goddamn lie, because the so-called forefathers, founding fathers of this corporation, they were all Freemasons, man. So how the fuck is that godly principles? Okay, you're a Freemason, you ain't nothing but a goddamn witch. You're a warlock. Okay, you a Mason, you're a fucking witch. You know? Boule. The hell out of here. It says, there's no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Yeah, and the other nations, they're making mockery of this place. They don't fear you anymore. Okay, when you got a lame brain, numbskull, brainless, dim-witted ass president that can't formulate a sentence properly, who the hell gonna take that serious? Like I said, only people that's gonna vote for this guy Biden is you stupid ass black bitches, you momos, and you old ass women. And you the only people that's gonna vote for him, and a bunch of dumbass simp niggas. You know, people that ain't got two brain cells to rub together. You gonna vote for this guy Biden, not knowing that your votes don't count any damn way. And it says, take millstones, grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg and uncover the thigh, and pass over the rivers. It says, and thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, and I would take vengeance, and I would not meet thee as a man. So before Yahweh Shai totally destroys this place physically, he's destroying the image of this place, man. Okay, everybody is seeing how wicked and how low down and defiled and disgusting that this kingdom really is. Okay, America ain't propped up to be what everybody thought it was. This place is a damn joke. Okay, they can't even take care of their own damn veterans. You got veterans that's living out in the middle of the street, homeless. You know, you got homeless population that's reaching a high percentage in these Democrat-led cities, and yet you give migrants rights over these people that allegedly pay their taxes here. That's a joke, man. You know? But anyway, man, you know, this place is circling the drain, man. It's not even, I don't even take this place serious. No, I haven't took this place serious in over 13 years, but now it's really like, okay, this is really just a shit show. But I'm going to end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you were edified into the next lesson.